Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tí ẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa káàkiri gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè àgbáyé. Okay, map mi ṣì wà nínú ó wà nínú pálọ̀ mi. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, ẹ káalẹ́ bí ẹ ti ṣe ń darapọ̀, especially ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Nàìjíríà. Ara ò ní ni wá, a dẹ̀ ní rí wàhálà. But tá bá ń sọ pé ara ò ní ni wá, ní rí wàhálà, ìdàpá ń tanra wa. Wàhálà ti wà ready nínú Nàìjíríà. Ó depend on ẹni tó bá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá nílé lóko àtàwàtàwà lẹ́yìn odi, ẹ̀yìn odi làwa wà. Níbi tí Ọlọ́run sọ pé ká wà for the time being. Tí wọn náà bá lọ opportunity láti travel, you are welcome to do so. Mo kí Professor Banji Akíntóyè. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ọba aládé. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re. Mo kí bàbá wa Ayọ̀ Adébánjọ àti Ṣèyí Fáṣọ̀rántì. I think àwọn ni ti leader. Ọ̀nà méjìlá Afẹ́nifẹ́re ti pín sí nísìn. Mo kí wa pé kalẹ̀. Mo kí YSDM. Àwọn ni vehicle tó ń drive Yorùbá nation. Àwọn ń ṣe APC o, a dẹ̀ ń ṣe PDP, a dẹ̀ ń ṣe Ṣòwòrẹ́, AAC. Àwa ń pera wa ní self-determination campaigner. So there is a difference between every group and every platform. So èyí táwa gbé dání, òun ló ń pè ní self-determination. Tẹ́ bá wá mọ̀ tán pè ní self-determination, tẹ́ bá bi mí, màá ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ fún wa níwọ̀nba tí làákàyè mi lè gbé. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti ń pè wá láti almost 24, ó ti pé 24 hours nísìn, tí àwòrán olóyè jáde sí afẹ́fẹ́. Gbogbo ohun tí olúkálùkù yín ti bá wa sọ náà láti gbọ́. Àti pé bá ti ṣe sọ tẹ́lẹ̀, àlàáfíà ni bàbá wa. Mo kí wọn dáadáa. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn orí adé nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mo kí gbogbo wọn pé a kú bó ṣe ń lọ ní gbogbo àbá tí olúkálùkù wọn wà. A kí àwọn olóṣèlú, àwọn yẹn gangan ni Don. Àwọn olóṣèlú wa ni Don. Very, very powerful. Láti 1999, àwọn kan ti ń jẹ mùlá. Àwọn pé ẹ̀yà ọmọ kéékèèké ẹ̀ ń pariwo pé ẹ fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation. Ṣé lówó ẹ̀, ṣé lágbára ẹ̀, ṣé mi yín gbé. Àsìkò máa sọ, tẹ́mi wá bá gbé, àbẹ́mi wọ̀ gbé. Èyí tẹ́mi ṣe, Tinubu náà ṣerú ẹ̀ nígbà tó ń ṣe nàdẹ́kò. Òun náà sá kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Ó jà títí. Mo ń bá Ìjáyà sọ̀rọ̀ ní alẹ́. Tinubu ti wá di Don Jagaban. So bó pẹ́ bóyá tó bá ṣe ń ta fẹ́, àwa máa ṣe ń táwa fẹ́. Ọ̀nà méjì ni. Mo kí àwọn family mi. Ìyàwó mi ti ní tí bá ti go live, ṣé mo mọ̀ pé àwọn ò ní pẹ́ sùn kí n má fi tèmi disturb àwọn. Ara inconveniences tá à ń fi family wa sí látara pé à ń polongo Yorùbá nation. Kúkú bẹ̀ mí iṣẹ́, dẹ̀ rán mi iṣẹ́. Mo kí Lady K náà kó ràn wá live. But unfortunately, in táwa ní a fẹ́ ṣe la gbé dání, a dẹ̀ máa ṣe ní àṣeyọrí tí kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó máa stop ẹ̀. Ó lè wà very painful, ó dẹ̀ lè wà inconvenient, but kò matter. Ojú ló ń kán ìbòjì, òun máa débẹ̀, òun lolóyè Ìgbòho sọ. So gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ máa sọ pé à ń waste time ara wa, mo kí ẹ Maize Gold. Ẹni ẹ ń waste time ara wa. Ìgbà bí Tinubu náà ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Nígbà nàdẹ́kò, àwọn nàdẹ́kò ṣàṣeyàn exist. Ẹ bèèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé nígbà tó ń bá military jà, ṣé wọ́n succeed? Wọ́n succeed. A dẹ̀ sí níjọba military. So gbogbo etí military ń sọ yẹn, àwáwí ni. democracy la wà àbí democracy dẹ̀ lẹ pé so democracy dẹ̀ ló dùn jù you have wọ́n ní báwo ló máa pè á ní báwo ló wà sí ìṣeré kan rí democracy for the people by the people so ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń rò pé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yẹn kó máa pẹ́ lójú kò lè pẹ́ ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ mọ́ tí bá calculate age mi àti Tinubu ó jù mí lọ lọ́jọ́ orí tó ń ṣe kékeré ìyẹn President Bọ́lá Tinubu ó wà ní Qatar báyìí tá bá wo age àti age mi that means pé chances pé n tèmi sọ yẹn máa wáyé chances tóun fẹ́ òun ti wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ báyìí because he wants to be a president and he's already a president mo kí gbogbo democracy Fẹlá ti fi kọrin a kò lè play orin Fẹlá nítorí àwọn ọmọ ẹ ti copyright ẹ àwọn ló ń jẹ́wọ́ Fẹlá báyìí àwa náà máa gbádùn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ máa rántí pé ìwọ náà máa ní èmi máa bá àṣà ọmọ lúkà èmi máa náwó ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣẹ̀dá àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tí ẹ̀ ń wà skeptical pé ṣé kíní máa bọ́ sí ṣá àwọn people is serious ó dàbí àwàdà ó dàbí bàbá sòwé kọ́lọ̀ fọ́nù kẹ́ Hebrew àti brother wa tó kú yẹn Quadri ilé ayé èèyàn máa wá èèyàn máa lọ ni ìyẹn mo ṣe sọ pé ilé ayé kò tán máa ẹ̀kọ́ èèyàn kan fúlẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn tó wà nínú ẹ̀ ló máa kú mo ṣe jẹun tán kò tí ì pẹ́ púpọ̀ ṣé wọn náà ti jẹun ṣékùn ẹ̀kún ṣó wà òkè tó bá ti wà òkè ní Nàìjíríà mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí pé a very good evening and welcome. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lèmi bá sọ̀rọ̀ èmi ò bá àwọn ọmọ Fúlàní sọ̀rọ̀ sí tó kàn mí pẹ̀lú Fúlàní àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá àwọn là ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ o lè wájọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá kó máa yín mú pé àbí ìdẹ́ máa sọ nìyẹn ẹ máa yín mú lọ́kàn yín àwa ò tó ẹni tí ó lè sọ̀rọ̀ pé ká pín Nàìjíríà but nígbà tẹ́ gbọ́ ìtàn bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ áwò ní bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ rí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ sójú báyìí torí kò sọ opportunity yẹn níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn mo kí ẹ̀yin girama wa tẹ̀ ń wọlé nígbà tá Awólọ́wọ̀ tó ń ṣe gbogbo wàhálà kò sí technology báyìí a kò máa ń gbọ́ lórí rédíò fáwọn tó wà nígbà yẹn torí èmi ò mọ bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ lọ títí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn but ìtàn tá a kà tá a dẹ̀ gbọ́ lẹ́nu àwọn historian ni pé bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ was just less than 40 nígbà tó ń jàjà èmi ti pé 40 plus orí ò pé ó ń dúró de Pastor Adébóyè kó wá sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa pín bàbá tó ti dàgbà 82 bàbá yẹn ti pé 82 nísìn tá bá yọ éjì bàbá Adébóyè àti éjì mi ó jù mí lọ by 40 years àwọn bàbá yàn ní sọ kankan fún yín ó ń dúró de Pastor Kúmúyì kó wá sọ fún ẹ pé Nàìjíríà máa pín ó ń dúró de ìyá àdúrà philanthropist of our time mo like ìyá yẹn dáadáa mo sì ń béèrè ìyá àdúrà lọ́wọ́ Gbẹ̀du a máa ń lọ sí church wọn lọ́jọ́ Sunday ní Clapham mo lọ bá wọn ṣèjọ́sìn you are looking cool and calm bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn kò tí wọn bá gbádùn tó ń jẹun tó ń sùn mo ṣe sùn mo ti jí dáadáa ìyá àdúrà tọ́sẹ̀ kọ́ church sí Èkó big massive church ìyá yẹn ò lè sọ fún yín pé ká pín Nàìjíríà mo mọ àwọn ọmọ wà òkè gan ta ló tún wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń dúró de bàbá ìmáàmù Ọ̀fà àwọn bàbá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀ pé wọ́n ti sọ pé ká pín Nàìjíríà wọ́n mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ò gbádùn ẹ rántí fídíò kan tá a máa ń play bàbá yẹn ní kíní kan wọn pẹ̀lú football iná kò sí education kò sí health care kọ́lọ̀ fọ́run à ń fi kú yọ̀yàn ẹ wọ hospital tó gbé brother wa tó kú yẹn lọ Quadri ẹ wọ hospital mo ń gbọ́ news láàárọ̀ yìí ní alẹ́ 10 o'clock ní BBC àwọn tó bá wà London ẹ gbọ́ náà 800 bí i 1.2 billion pounds ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n máa announce ẹni jẹ́ Wednesday nínú budget wa wọ́n máa add sínú hospital funding láti fi ra MRI scan so that ìjọ tí yàn bá sick bí a tẹ bá sọ wá látàrí ẹ máa ń sọ wá látàrí àbí ẹ̀yin born bastard àǹtí mi kan sọ látàrí bọ́dà fún wọn lálàáfíà ẹ̀yin ọmọ àpòṣẹ́ ta gbé dání spiritual fight ló pọ̀ jù àwọn tá à ń bá jà ń ṣe inú Nàìjíríà bàbá Jíyọ̀ Akíntóyè Oyèdáre òkè àti Pọ́ládé Farasin tó sọ fún gbogbo wa pé 1999 constitution ò lè work nígbà tí election dé ó tún endorse election àwọn yẹn lè ń dúró dè àwa la máa sọ fúnra wa àwa generation yìí èmi àti ẹ tá bá ti wà ní same age bracket ṣórí gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní 50 plus wọ́n ti fail wa wàláì ó yẹ kémi náà pé 50 kí n di bàbá London a máa send owó sí nílé ẹ máa fi ṣe fàájì kẹ máa fowó amú pepper soup ká kọ́lé ká má lè wá sílé kí ẹ máa wálé lẹ́ẹ̀kan lọ́dún àdúrà ilẹ̀ ń gbà ẹ dúró de bàbá ilé ìbùbọn kó sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà máa pín bàbá Oyèdépò bàbá yẹn sójà ló máa ń kó káàkiri gbogbo àwọn bàbá yẹn ò lè sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà máa pín àwa campaigner ẹ lọ wo fídíò tí Yorùbá Wuyì ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tán wàá sunkún fọmọ Yorùbá mo ṣe wo tán ní 30 minutes kò pọ̀ jù tẹ́ bá ti gbẹ́rẹ̀ tán ẹ lọ sórí péjì Yorùbá Wuyì kẹ́ lọ wo fídíò yẹn táwọn ọmọ málà àwọn Gàmbàrí wọ́n ń kílèmù Ṣàngó mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ ẹ máa bá Ìgbò jà mo kẹ́yìn girama tẹ́ ń pè wá tẹ́ ń fún wa ní ìmọ̀ràn tẹ́ ń advice wa olórí Èkó mo kí ìyá dáadáa olórí Èkó ìgbà tí wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ Kóìkì kò ń ṣe fún public consumption nítorí sọ fún mi mo ṣe bá ìgbọ́n mi Gbẹ̀du sọ̀rọ̀ tán ni àlàáfíà mo kí yẹ ìwé mo kí ìlànà kódà mo kí bá Gani Adams bóun ọkọ dá sí bóun ọkọ má dá sí tó bá yá in tó máa mú gbogbo àdá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó fẹ́ kọlẹ̀ kò dé tẹ́bá ẹ lọ gbọ́n tí Yorùbá Wuyì fi ṣe analysis ní just about an hour ago 30 minutes program ni or 32 wọ́n bi àwọn tó wá settle sí Ṣàngó àwọn northerners tó wá láti Kano ó ní indigene ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lòun náà and that is a very old video tó fi ń ṣe analysis yẹn so ìwọ tó ń sọ pé you are a Nigerian born bastard ẹ má bínú yín wa Nàìjíríà kọ́ èmi kan tó yẹ kí n máa claim Nàìjíríà pé mo wà ní UK claim Nàìjíríà mọ́ a sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò fowó àwa wà níbi tí UK fún wa ní access nǹkan tí wọ́n lóòótọ́ tí ìyá omi bá gbé bíìlì jáde nísìn owó náà ti lọ sókè owó omi gbogbo ẹ lọ sókè but a ní access sí freedom ọba mo tán pè ní freedom Davido ò ní freedom torí kò lè dárìn kò ní freedom but tó bá dé Amẹ́ríkà á dárìn DJ Cuppy kò ní freedom but tó bá ti dé UK ó ní freedom ó ń dá wọ bọ́ọ̀sì fún rẹ̀ kò dá ọ̀bí dá kó wọ bọ́ọ̀sì fún rẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà àná à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìran wa nísìn ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà I'm a proud Nigerian I'm a proud Nigerian Nàìjíríà tó ti lana Nàìjíríà táwọn smuggler lóríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà tán operate Nàìjíríà tó ti fi yáwó tí Buhari olórí burúkú yẹn mo rí vice president terrorist man yẹn Shetima ó lọ kí Buhari dead or alive Buhari tó ti kó wa padà sínú ògò mo kẹ́gbọ́n mi Simon Adébísí mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ mi ẹ̀rọ kó máa sú àwa ni ó sú wa tì àbí ti sú wa ni àwọn níbi kọ̀ọ̀kan tá à ń lọ Yorùbá nation làwa gbé dání everybody ló máa gbọ́n bó bá yá ó kù díẹ̀ èyí tó máa jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa gbọ́n ó máa lé gbogbo wa lé ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. Nàìjíríà tí ó máa bá ṣiṣẹ́ kọ́lọ̀ ń jẹ́ òjèrè ẹ̀. Samuel Okparaji ta ló rántí ẹ̀ mọ́ níbo? Rashidi Yekini ta ló rántí ẹ̀ mọ́? Wilson Oruma ta ló rántí ẹ̀ mọ́? A ní ká jáde kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Àwọn olóṣèlú nínú Koiki lè máa sọ fún wa ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà, jẹ́ àwa ní Nàìjíríà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni life and journey ó ní Nigeria is long dead. Ẹ̀yin ṣe wàhálà àwa mẹ̀kúnnù gbogbo nígbà tí mò ń bá Gbẹ̀du sọ̀rọ̀ mo ní kí ló dé tí gbogbo àwọn actor yẹn tó kí ń lọ sáwọn private hospital. Gbẹ̀du ní public servant ni wọ́n bí tèmi àti ẹ̀ náà ọ̀ lówó lọ́wọ́, but we are public figure. Ẹ rò pé mo lówó lọ́wọ́, account mi kò sówó nù ẹ̀, but ọkàn mi balẹ̀ pa online. Ọkàn mi balẹ̀ because services wà fún mi tó sì máa take care me to some extent in case of even emergency. Ṣé services yẹn náà wà fún ẹ? So tá bá wá jáde tá ń sọ pé let us leave Nigeria. Àwọn PhD holder, àwọn masters holder, àwọn máa ṣe analysis yẹn ló ti ń ṣe láti 1999 wọ́n rí Lagos Ìbàdàn expressway ṣe for 24 years. 24 years analysis yìí náà lọ ṣe ṣá. Àwọn máa mú statistics. If we grow the economy like this, we turn the economy into this way, we will push the economy like that. NNPC, the whole of NNPC will remit owó sí Central Bank. Foreign country. Ìyá mi grandma Comfort Adélẹ́yẹ mo kí mo ti rí mọ̀ sí mi lórí ètò ìyá yẹn busy there. Yeah, so we want to fix Nigeria. Nigeria that our parents could not fix. Gone. Ṣẹ́ra àwọn grandma wọn tó bá pè báyìí in their 80s tó bá ń sọ experience wọn pẹ̀lú Nigeria fún yàn. Màá máa pity àwa ọmọ kéékèèké báyìí táwa in our 40s. Anybody in their 50s have failed us completely. They failed us from not telling us the truth about the shit hole country called Nigeria. We exhausted a lot of our time trying. Simon Ekpa, ó máa ń sáré fún Nigeria nígbà kan. Ó gba gold or medal bíi silver. Simon Ekpa. Do you know that Simon Ekpa used to run for Nigeria? How many people knows that? Just say yes. Yes or no. Do you know that Simon Ekpa used to run for Nigeria before? So you are the one that is more intelligent than us to now tell us that you can fix Nigeria. No, tell me in the comment section that you want to fix Nigeria. This is Manemo. I'm telling you now today, Simon Ekpa used to run for Nigeria. And he won at least a medal. I don't know whether it was a gold or silver. The moment you know the truth and you are still running away from the truth and you're expecting your church and your mosque and your tradition, our tradition, avocado. The moment you know the truth shall set you free. Igbesani, total confusion in everywhere in Nigeria. Silver bad must moke. But people don't expect people like us to come out and be saying we should break up Nigeria. They're expecting that the GO. You're expecting Yemi Osibajo, that fraudster that told us he will fix Nigeria. Yemi Osibajo, the fraudster, the criminal pastor, shortman devil. 8 years of Buhari and Yemi Osibajo was a disaster. Disaster. Somebody was saying, Tinubu is going to fix it as well. Buhari traveled more than any other president. to different summits, different places. He was just flying all over the place with the Nigerian Air Force or whatever. What was the end result? More terrorists, more crime, more prostitution, no good roads, no good healthcare, no good education. That is what Buhari left. Buhari and Osibajo. Because we cannot be talking about Buhari, we must drag our own with it, which is Osibajo, a Yoruba man. Another fraudulent pastor. Confused people all over the place. Hey, shut up, shut up. Just sit in London and be telling us to break up Nigeria. Ask your father what he did to save Nigeria. And whether your parents are being paid their pension. Just their pension. No, just ask your parents that work for 35 years whether they are being paid their pension and they are getting their gratitude. Mad people all over the place. Everybody wants to defend you. We tried before. We wanted to. I wanted to fix Nigeria, but I didn't know that I was wasting my time. Part of my life, I was trying to fix Nigeria. I put my services for free to the Nigerian community for more than 10 years. I didn't regret it because I didn't know. One thing about more. There's nothing wrong with it. But be anybody that in the Nigerian community could offer me, come and attend any Nigerian event on top waiting. They won't. They will either run away from me. Most of them cut off from me. A lot of them. They don't even want to have anything to do with me. But today now, everybody's now reviewing part of what, because they thought I was going cuckoo. I was mad when I was shouting. Yeah, this young man, we thought we can even put you to the position to become the chairman of the Nigerian committee Nigerian chairman. At least I know 3 of their chairman. Dr. Boma Douglas, Bimbo Afolayan, yeah. Then currently now is my Egbomilo and Benison. Can't remember his name. I worked with them, put my services for the service of trying to bring cohesion of Nigeria. Which Nigeria? All the meeting, all the conferences that we attended, that they say they would do in London, business summit, blah, blah, blah summit, so that we can bring peace to Nigeria, bring business. If you follow those nonsense, you're your own. I want to remember their name. Nigeria. Because I'm no longer in part of that shit-hole environment. Rather, I will sacrifice all my strength trying to educate Nigerians. It is very hard to convince people that there was a time many of us were adamant about it. Do you know how much all our parents, come and they invested money, invested time trying to fix Nigeria. We didn't know. If the wura yamidada, if biwa, our mo babalawo, aratok bafuanoni. Run away from babalawo, but come closer to pastor, come closer to afar. But the babalawo, don't go near babalawo. We now ask question, why? And I saw Rishi Sunak, the first day he became the prime minister, before he entered the house, ritual. And the camera were pointing like that. Everybody was recording it. There was nothing wrong in that. The biggest Hindu temple is built in an Arab country called UAE. Mad people all over the place. And they will now tell us our own. We should throw it into the bin. so that we can satisfy others. That time has changed. At 40 plus, I love your Christian. I love your Islam. I was born a Muslim, but now I am Omo Babalawo. Why do we want Yoruba nation? Is it because we don't like Igbo people? No. Is it because we don't like Hausa people? No. Because we want to keep our own identity. Because if you don't know who you are, let me turn this camera off here first. Okay, 1 minute. Because with my laptop, you see, the way I position everything today. Barika. Let me do something. I come across a video one of my team sent to me. I think I posted it on my Facebook timeline. Let me go and look for it. Defender of Nigeria come out to. I want defender of Nigeria. We don't see them anymore. I say enjoy Tinubu. Enjoy his government. Make sure you take as much from that government. But that will not bring any peace to Nigeria. Nigeria for Nigeria core. Nigeria ne. Nigeria a crime scene. I posted I can't post those things on Facebook, but if you follow me on Twitter, I posted an accident on my timeline. You can go back and find the video. You will cry for humanity in Nigeria. You will cry. 63 years, no standard services in that shithole country called Nigeria. And some people get angry. The moment we say Nigeria is a shithole, they get freak. Shut up. How can you say my country is a shithole? Mumu, you are a mumu man. You be mumu, you're a mumu woman. You want to defend Nigeria. My grandmother died at 92. Water was coming up into the house in phase 2. Adenijadede. Tofiku. Idiot all over the place. You want to defend Nigeria. Baba mi Wasiu Akinyele. My brother, you are relevant. You will continue to be relevant for the rest of your life. Mo ṣe rí comment in Eshegoni. Only kọ̀ọ̀kan tí mo fẹ́ play jáde. I hope I find it. Thank you so much for the love. I hope I find it. Mo kí àwọn kábíyèsí wa. Mo kí Alájà Ẹlẹ́hà. Kí n bọ́ ni mo ti post ẹ̀ o. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. I am a proud citizen of Nigeria. No, maybe you can say proud citizen. What time so we want Yoruba nation? You thought we were not proud citizen of Nigeria. We were a very proud citizen of Nigeria until we realized that Nigeria was never a country because it was created as a business entity. I'm looking for a particular video. I shared it on my timeline, but I don't know where it is right now. Moki Ledike, Moki Aluka, Moki Maluka, Moki Baba Ekiti, Mas B, and everyone that has been working. We want to liberate our people, but our people say, no, don't liberate us. Just leave us and let us pray to God. So we are not praying to God. We are praying to God as well, but God is not a stupid God. He knows that we have been deceived for too long. And it is time we say enough is enough. And we are going to go. Like Baba Kitoye said, it's our right. Our right to self-determination will be respected. And if you don't give us peace, there will be war. I am not saying, yeah, shut up. You don't know what is war. Weary. I see war every day. Israel just killed about 100 people in Palestine. I see a war every day on my TV. Just stop telling me about war. Yeah, people will die. And people not 28,000 Yoruba people died during Buhari, and you tell me that they are not at war. Moke Olanipekun. Baba wa Otumba Tope Mokin. Baba mi Adegbola ni Nigeria was never a country, and it can never be a country. And it will not be a country. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn send kíní ẹ̀ sí mi. Kan náà àwọn ọmọ tó ń bá mi ṣiṣẹ́. My God. I posted it back. I shared it. But I share a lot of things on my timeline. My timeline is a very, very sweet one, especially on Facebook. Let's listen. Emma Bina Tawa Lori Koikimedia to do. I mean, my camera because Mofeka on you. But Emma Bino. Let's listen to what this guy say. Number. Where's the mic? Nisuru.
Ourselves.
Nisuru.
That's Nigerian. Okay, where is Nigeria? Where is the land called Nigeria? What is the Nigerian language? We are nations that had been forced together to live in one pathetic country. So anybody who goes there today to say, pray for Nigeria, that person is just deceiving himself, because the people who want to be that Nigeria are not sat down to agree if they want to be Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves. We are not Nigerian. Okay, where is Nigeria? Where is the land called Nigeria? What is the Nigerian language? We are nations.
What, give me the name of the land where there is Nigeria. I am a Nigerian. I am a proud Nigerian. Where? Prophetic Eshegoni. Where? You see, they've deceived humanity for too long. And you are laughing, Miss Shekaboto. Somebody just said, I'm gonna download this video and I will add it to our collection. Let's listen to it again. This man don't kolo the way they call me kolo. Let's listen again.
Yeah, that had been forced together to live in one pathetic country. So anybody who goes there today to say for Nigeria, that person is just deceiving himself, because the people who want to be that Nigeria are not sat down to agree if they want to be Nigeria. There is no land called Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves. We are not Nigerian. Okay, where is Nigeria? Where is the land called Nigeria? Where is
the journalist is say we are not Nigerians. Nigeria corner. If I slap you, I used to thought the same thing that we are Nigerians until they come and attention and say, Koiki, you better stop talking about being a Nigerian. Mr. Simp Ramani, it baffles me to see people not understanding this. It is great. It is spiritually. Auntie me concern message similar on Padon Yoruba nation. Ojú wọn látàrí àwọn tó bá mọ nǹkan tí mo sọ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ló lè understand nǹkan tí mo sọ níbẹ̀ àtàrí, but ọmọ Yorùbá làwa náà à ní túralẹ̀ gbogbo gbà la máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ Ifá láti fi guide wa àwọn irúmọlẹ̀ wa. Ẹ̀yin ò ní pé ká má lo Jésù, a máa lo Jésù, a máa lo Muhammad, but ìṣorífà yẹn àwa ọkàn ní fi sílẹ̀ arògbò mọ́ lára ni torí ìta gbé dání. Ẹ̀yin àwọn èèyàn gbọ́n kan tá à ń sọ is a spiritual cause. Those that are calling themselves Nigerian presently today are still in bondage. Anybody to bá ṣì ń sọ pé I am a Nigerian, you don't have to agree with us with what we are saying. You can just be listening and be saying, ṣé nǹkan tó ń sọ make sense? The moment you are saying that what we are saying is not making sense, you are in bondage. You are part of those in bondage. We are no longer in bondage. Those are if you believe in Yoruba nation, just type yes. Those ones are not in bondage. If you believe in Yoruba country, say yes. I was in a bondage more. But if you're still one of those saying, I believe in Nigeria, at what point? Oh, kírun tó mi. Oh, gbàwẹ̀ tó mi. Oh, Lord church to me. I went to Abeokuta Grammar School. It's a Christian school. That is who we are as Yoruba people. Moki Afonja TV. Oh, kírun tó mi. Ben mo sọ. But in tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ nísìn, kò sí kankan tó kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Allah Akbar, kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ church. Ó ní kan ṣe pẹ̀lú identity wa. Èmi ò ní ẹ máa wá nǹkan kan láti fi tọ́jú ara yín, but ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá, a gbọ́dọ̀ dúró dáadáa sámsám. Ìyọ̀kan gbọ́dọ̀ tún parọ́ fún wa níbi tí ilé ayé dé nísìn. Mo ní gbogbo àwọn tó pé 50 wọ́n ti fail wa. Ẹ má yẹ káwa ta tó wà nísàlẹ̀ táwa below 50, ẹ má yẹ ká tó fail ara wa. Ẹ ń wá kíyàn kan ṣe máa sọ fún yín pé Yorùbá country yẹn inú church ti máa ṣe announcement pé ó yẹ kí Yorùbá lọ. Gbogbo church Nàìjíríà ò ní sọ. I'm telling you. Another realm làwọn yẹn. Okay, rí pope tó fẹ́ kíìsì ọwọ́ dúdú. Pope dúdú. Pope kò fẹ́ kíìsì lára àwọn tó jẹ́ member àwọn tó jẹ́ black. Nígbà tí yẹn gbọ́wọ́ sí báyìí, ó gbé ẹnu kúrò ńbẹ̀. Mo kí Àfọ̀njá aṣọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún. Ẹ bá ń make sure pé lọ́la tó bá ti ṣe program ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ bá ń fún ní kankan. Bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ owó birthday, èní ni birthday àlùkà. Àwọn tí wà ní 1 o'clock ní Nàìjíríà nísìn. Ìyẹn mo ṣe máa ń sọ pé èmi ò nígbà kẹ́ pè sórí program mi kẹ́ ní tí Jésù ò bá wà kò lè fix ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó dáa ni. Àmọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, but in tá à ń sọ ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ identity wa ní ká kọ́kọ́ sáré ẹ̀. Ṣáwọn olóṣèlú ò mọ̀ pé identity wa wà important ni. Wọ́n mọ̀. So when people that have not listened and understand that could disturb our ways of life. I am not, when we say people are doing parties, you can say party abroad. We must allow our people to enjoy their ways of life. But what we are saying now is the way of life to real identify us has been removed from us. That does not stop us from, if you want to have children, if you want to have a good life, but our real identity that identify us as that is what we are talking about. So when people now start coming to want to defend Nigeria, you want to defend Nigeria. No, which part of Nigeria are you going to defend? Some of us not be say anything till we die in Nigeria. We will never go to north because we don't have any business in the north. We will never go to the southeast. We have no business in the southeast. We will never travel to the middle belt. So what are you defending? Even some of you have not. Look, do you know that people have lived in London? They don't know where Manchester is. And what are London? Or Burugon? They don't go to outside London. Shemoparo, Grandma Awoniyi. Àwọn tó ń gbé nínú London. They hardly travel to outside London. People have lived in this country. Ẹlòmíì ò tí dé Liverpool for the last 10, 15 years. They have no business in Liverpool. They live in Peckham, they live in the southeast, they live in the East London, they live in Kent, but they don't have no business. So what business do you have in the north that you want us to keep Nigeria? Idiot, Omo Yoruba. What business do you have? No, what business do you have in the northern part of Nigeria or in the southeast that you are now saying we should keep Nigeria? And it is not a war. When we say, if I gbé mi lékè, ìyá dáadáa, lọ bí iṣẹ́ lálẹ́, àdúrà yín á gbà. In terms of we are not Nigerians. Simple as that. Àwa kọ́ la máa kọ́kọ́ pín. Yawa Joe, I am 55 years old. It has nothing to do with age. The problem are those Yorubas who believe in Nigeria. And there are many of them. There are many Yoruba people that are ready to die. Keke Oku so they can't live in Sokoto. But no, we even have Yoruba people that are living in Sokoto. But what I'm saying is that what business do you have to go and do in the north? Let us come back home. Let us decide our own fate. Let us work out what is good for us. What is good for the Danji is good for the goose and the hen. What is good for the... How can somebody with a British passport have more value than somebody in Africa? You get... Are you communicating? Somebody called me from, I'm not going to say which part of UK. Nígbà tó wá ní pè mí látijọ́ tí wá rí píkẹ́ mà tó lóye lẹ́wà ń pè àwọn ní kí n má bínú pé àwọn níwèé ní táwọn máa fi lọ́lé. Mo ní 15 years lèmi ò fi níwèé nílùú yìí. Ilé tẹ́ fi lọ yẹn náà nǹkan kí ló wà ń lé nísìn, kò sí nǹkan kan lé. And we laughed about it. We want to run out of our own territorial ground. Tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè fún wa because of paper, because of document. Benny, collapsed building usually difficult to renovate, but demolish and build a fresh building with a solid foundation. Nigeria doesn't have a foundation. Sherry, Britain, the reason tí Elédùmarè ṣe bless wọn, Àrólé Odùduwà, mo kí ẹ ńbẹ̀. Àrólé Odùduwà. Ẹ̀rí káwọn bá wa ti gbóhùn sókè dáadáa, Àrólé Odùduwà. Ó dà pé ti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ àbí inú wa dùn, ẹ ṣé gan ni. I am not here to say that the movement is perfect, but the movement is on one thing. We don't want Nigeria. That shouldn't be a problem. What you should be asking us is, OLAYOMI KOIKI, why is it that you all don't want Nigeria? You know that some people are more concerned that it is Igboho that is talking rather than the real deal. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ ti bá àwọn ọba sọ̀rọ̀, Àrólé Odùduwà, mo rí pé ti bá kábíyèsí sọ̀rọ̀, Ọ̀jájá the second, bàbá àgbàlagbà, àwọn ṣífìlà forí adé, wọ́n ti release communique. Ìyàwó mi wo program kan ní TV ni mo ṣe wá, lèmi náà ṣe hijack kitchen, mo lè fi tèmi disturb ẹ̀. Bọ̀ máa ṣàlàyé fún yín tí ó jáde nínú communique yẹn. I want to defend a country that what the foundation created. I was at the airport, like I said, to meet Oloye on Friday. And on the train, I will post a picture of myself on the train. It was a packed train. You know that people are just going away for weekend. You know, some of them, they pay like 70 pounds for flight ticket. I would love to pay 20,000 Yoruba money to travel to Ekiti from Lagos if I don't want to go to drive. But the first thing we have to first eliminate was the foundation of Nigeria on honest base. In your foundation, the foundation is not. You love Nigeria from Birmingham. That one good. That one is the best one. I love Nigeria from London. Love Nigeria from Birmingham. You cannot be saying you are proud of Nigeria when you don't know the genesis of Nigeria. But many of us, you see, the hypocrisy of àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, believe in what we are saying. They know the back and front of the Bible. They can quote off head. They know the terminology to defend anything from the Bible, even from the sexual part to the what God wants us to do, what He doesn't want us to do. But now, let's talk about the foundation of Yoruba people. No, Koiki, let's leave that. Let's just pray to God that we fix Nigeria and we live in harmony. Ew. Oh, you love my accent. There's nothing wrong in my accent. I'm a pure Yoruba man, but I've lived in this country for too long. So maybe that's why. I've lived here for the last 24 years. So I think that's the reason why my accent has changed a little bit. But thank you so much for the compliment. What we are defending today, we are defending who we are that we were never told. We were told something about us 500 BC or something, 500 years before the exploration of the Portuguese. The Yoruba people have been existing. I get toaster. Did you want to toaster? I get a lot of different admirers, female. But I know if I say run away from women, they will bring you down quickly if you want to remain in this movement. I can try at the beginning. I have my own wife, So, but it's a compliment when people say your accent is beautiful, and so is my face. Okay, don't distract us. Biakima so Yoruba. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, èyí tí Ifá sọ fún mi ni mo Ifá ní obìnrin má súnmọ́ wọn because they will use them against you. So, ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sórí ètò. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ń sọ pé a fẹ́ lọ, àwa ń ṣìwé. Àwọn kan wọ́n wá ń question ìwé tá à ń ṣí pé níbo la ti rí history yẹn. But tó bá jẹ́ pé Bible ni mo gbé jáde, tó bá jẹ́ pé Quran ni mo gbé jáde, tí mo ń kà, tí mo fi ń defend àyùmọ̀ àti bá ti sọ Yorùbá nísìn wọ́n máa sọnù nísìn wọn àfi ẹni tó bá gbọ́ Yorùbá ló máa dúró nísìn. Ara code nìyẹn nísìn. Èmi torí pé mò ń sọ òyìnbó ló ṣe ń sọ pé kinní kan ló fi tiẹ̀ divert attention. Tó bá jẹ́ pé Bible ni mo gbé jáde nísìn, tí mo ṣí Roman chapter 5 to 6, tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń kà, ó máa yí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀. But nígbà tí bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ pé Yorùbá history, ìyá mi gbórí wọlé, ìyá dáadáa, ìyá lálùbáríkà, ẹ ti pẹ́ wọlé díẹ̀, àti ṣe bí 48 minutes. Tó bá jẹ́ pé Quran ni mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbé jáde, tí mò ń kà, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, Arrahmanirrahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdina siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim, ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amen. Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad, wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Wàá bá mi túmọ̀ ẹ̀, but mò ń túmọ̀ pé ìran mi kọ́ ni ìyẹn, ìran tèmi ní Yorùbá, ìyẹn ló díjà lẹ̀ báyìí. Àwọn kan wọ́n query mi, wọ́n níbo ni mo ti rí yẹn. But Quran tí mo kà nísìn, ẹ bá mi túmọ̀ ẹ̀. You can see that we're a lost generation. But ní Saudi Arabia, táwọn ìyá mi ti lọ, bàbá mi ti lọ, kò ń ṣe èdè Yorùbá ló fi ń communicate níbẹ̀. Èdè Lárúbáwá. Ìyẹn ò wá ní pé ní àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó máa gba ẹ̀sìn yẹn. But ìyẹn kọ́ la ṣe ń sọ pé a fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation. A fẹ́ dá dúró látara foundation tí wọ́n change mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ìyẹn ló ń díjà lé láàrin gbogbo wa báyìí. Look at his head. Look at his cocoa head. Is it because you're in London? It is because you're in London. Oh, ẹ ti lọ ṣe fàájì. Okay. Ara tá à ń sọ ni àwọn ará London wọ́n ṣe fàájì ju kí lórí alẹ́ lọ. Àìdẹ́ màá ní káwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà máa ṣe fàájì. Ẹ rí i pé a ṣe dáadáa. Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo wa. Oh, lọ mọ́ṣáláṣí tó mi. But ìtàgbé dání nísìn ni pé à ń retrace step wa padà díẹ̀. Who are we? Are we Nigerians? Are we Nigerians? We are not Nigerians. Yes, officially, according to the fraudulent 1914 amalgamation, it identified me as a Nigerian. Okay. According to the fake independent that the British rigged the election. Baba Awolowo won the election in 1959, but it was rigged. I am 40 plus, born in the 70s. That is what we are saying. Let us come and reveal that our politicians are running away. Hey, Koiki, don't ask me question whether I'm a Nigerian. Just leave that. Okay. You want to come to UK, Commonwealth, English speaking, colonizer. Now they'll tell you go and do English test. How did we get to where, even as a country called Nigeria, we cannot stand our ground and say to all African countries, you would accept any Nigerians to travel to your country. All European countries, you would accept any Nigerians to come to your country whenever they like, just as 27 European countries are traveling around the world in an open border. But when it comes to Africa, close the border. Close the border. Don't let everybody come in. And when you are coming, if you're a first time JJC like me, say, what are you coming to do? You start speaking that popular English because you are scared. Well, people like us that have lived with them, when I travel, I'm coming back with a bold face. Immigration officer asked me, where are you coming from? I just went away for holiday. Our foundation was faulty. Oh, 1969. Thank you so much. We understand that it is difficult to convince people that have used an identity for 63 years. Koiki, don't stress my brain. I was born in 1960. I am a Nigerian. Where did you get this, your information that we are not Nigerians? Okay. This is where we started doing all the analysis, giving us all the brief, everything we need to know to decide whether true or false, we are still who we say we are or not. But some people don't want to listen to that. What they want to listen to is that, no, we are Nigerians, and that's all. And I say, okay, how did we arrive to become Nigerian? How did we arrive to become Nigerians? What were the terms and conditions? Who wrote the fake amalgamation and decided to merge it together? On what terms and conditions? That is where we say, let us all come together back. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ni mo bá wọn ọmọ ẹ̀yà tó kù sọ̀rọ̀. Àwa Yorùbá, ẹ jẹ́ kó pe ìpàdé gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ní gbogbo state kankan. Kó pe ìpàdé ká wá béèrè pé ṣé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá o níbi tá a ti ṣẹ̀ wá tẹ́lẹ̀ o ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ la ṣe fẹ́ padà sí àbá fẹ́ continue pẹ̀lú èyí tí àwọn òyìnbó tó gbélé wa lọ́wọ́? Simple question, no fight, no gun, no nothing. And let's look at the percentage of those that would accept or not. But we must first also be given the same platform like Channels Television, like NBC, like anyone operating in Nigeria to be able to explain to our people who we are, because most of them have ate too much cow. They have lost the plot. They don't know who they are. And that can be a barrier, or a barrier rather. Yawa Titilola Shaw, good evening and welcome to the program. I understand that some are not comfortable with some of us campaigning, just like some might not be comfortable when Awolowo was saying we should become an independent country in 1950. Because people fought Awolowo. Even some have said that Awolowo did some mistake, blah, blah, blah. But they tried their best to give us what was necessary as at that time. But now, is Nigeria still necessary for us in our life? Nigeria is necessary for life? Because what they've done with Nigeria, we don't even know. Every day I get different information. Somebody was even telling me that United Nations is the one controlling our military. How far it is true, I don't know. Biafra warriors say, no. Is it difficult to say that? Is Nigeria still worth working to be fixed? Is this still favoring us? Oh, okay, because we want to make ourselves proud. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's colony. All that was written by somebody, and they presented it, they accepted it, and they gave us to go and study and cram it to your head when you read it. The same way you will study and learn iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa forílẹ̀ ibi wa kàgbéga 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 fàlérí ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé. But you will learn that as well. That becomes our anthem. Oh, do you think that the Nigerian anthem was brought from the heaven? Because some of you always say that God created Nigeria. Idiot. Who told you that? Is that what your mom told you? Or your dad? Or was it your pastor? I know when those pastors are praying, they say, may God heal Nigeria. Everybody knows that that is not true. God is not healing any Nigeria. Nothing called God will heal Nigeria. I am not saying that there is not God. But when we have been told, may Almighty God, it is meant to be, may Almighty God heal the land, because the word Nigeria, Nigeria, if I tell you that even Lugard was a gay, as at the time he was merging Nigeria together, what will you say? Lugard, even though we know that he has a girlfriend, they were not officially married. It's just a girlfriend. I visited Lugard's house. It's not too far from Harrods on Knightsbridge. He lived there up to 1919, just some 5 years after the fraudulent amalgamation. Tiba sọ fún yín pé Lugard that worked on behalf of the British Empire in 1914 to decide of the fate of the Yoruba people, the Igbo people, the Hausa people, and merge it together to become an entity block called Nigeria. If I tell you that Lugard doesn't believe in any fate, what will you say? Tiba sọ fún yín pé Lugard to merge in Nigeria. So why is your pastor now telling us, or your imam, that Nigeria was created by God? No. Where did they find that from? Is it from the spiritual realm? After Lugard merged it? What we should have is, oh, Egbomi Adumate Shegoni Edekwadroti. Truth and question. Thank you so much. Lugard will believe in anything Do you know that Lugard could have been an atheist? But our own pastor, imam, have now told us that Nigeria was created by God. How? When? Okay, maybe from the spiritual realm, God decided to use Lugard to create Nigeria and it became official. But even God today is fed up of Nigeria. God is fed up of Nigeria because there is no peace in that land anymore. It is a bloodbath. So stop living in denial. It is time you sit back and reset the button or do what they call reconfiguration by Professor Wole Soyinka. It is time to make sure that we rewind back because we are not moving forward and we are not likely to move forward if we remain Nigerians for the next 3,000 years to come. We will have our own problem when we come into our own independent country. We will struggle to start with. We will not understand each other, but we will at least have reclaimed back our true identity. Are you not hearing that? Is that not more than enough? There's a difference between our Yoruba and difference between our Nigerians. Nigeria was a creation of British Empire for their own business purposes. That is why they set up the Niger Royal Company. And it was sold by Goldie. Goldie sold Nigeria. You know what they did with Africa? They just treated us like animals. I'm sorry to use that word. That is exactly what they did. But we are now saying that we are not animals. We are full human beings. But my people at home are still saying that, no, how can you be sitting there and be talking about the disintegration of Nigeria? It is time that we reset the button for the Yoruba self-determination, freedom, and prosperity, the noble goal and the noble way. Nothing good will come out of that contraction because from the spiritual realm, whether from the Biafra land, the Arewa land, the Yoruba land, the Middle Belt, it is completely gone. Nothing, no prayer will be answered anymore from the spiritual realm. I am not joking now. I am not saying that your pastor praying on a Sunday, your imam praying on a Friday for you, but I am talking about the land itself. Nothing will come out of it because blood is coming out from the spiritual realm. And that is what some prophecies are saying. Any pastor that is not seeing the vision of the true picture of Nigeria today, run away from those churches. They are not meant to be serving the Lord Almighty Jesus anymore. Any church that is still telling you that there will be a future of Nigeria, run away from that church. They have become a demonic church. That is no longer a church because a true man of God should not fear anybody, only fear that creator that he thinks he believes in from their own perspective. And please don't misquote me because there's about 1,000 religions around the world. So your Christian does not determine the Hindu. Your Christian does not determine my own tradition. It only determined for yourself and those that believe in it. If we die, we go to heaven. That is what your own Christian is saying. Hindu doesn't believe that. Buddhism doesn't believe that. You believe what you believe, but don't contradict us with yours. Keep yours, just as I said. Oh, lọ sí church to me. Oh, the lọ sí mọ́ṣáláṣí to me. Kò dẹ̀ sí mọ́ṣáláṣí tí mo lè lọ, kò dẹ̀ sí church tí mo lè lọ. Because I believe what they say there, but I believe in what I believe now because I have become much more advanced from what I know before. So any church, let's pray for Nigeria. Which part of the spiritual realm is telling them to pray for Nigeria? Because the foundation was faulty. It was built on human blood. Nigeria was built on human blood, because when Britain came during the slave trade, they did not ask us whether we were ready to be migrated from the territory of the God-created land. Either the God of Yoruba land, the God of the Jesus that you believe in, or the God of the Muhammad that migrated, it does not matter. But they did not consult us before they moved us out for over 500 years. That is what is paying back today, and that means from the spiritual realm, Nigeria is dead. Idiot all over the place. Bomb bastard. That was not something they consulted with us. They moved people from their own territory into a cold weather. Many people died on the sea. That is what you're defending. You are defending something that the English people created to deceive us for a very long time. People were forced. Some people were carrying human fetus. Ẹni tó lóyún wọ́n gbé as a slave. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bì nítorí pé reaction oyún tó bá ti lóyún àmà tutọ́ wọ́n jù sómi with the fetus inside. Those spirits are crying, and you are idiot coming to defend the same people for their crime against humanity. How do we clear that first? How do we clear the 5 million people that were killed during the Biafra War? Idiot all over the place. You leave all that and you're now talking about fix Nigeria. How? Fix it. How do you fix that? We have not consulted the God to forgive those spirits of those innocent lives that were killed for over 500 years. Born bastard. You're looking at things from today. We take it back to 500 years ago. What happened 500 years ago is not yet been resolved. Those blood have now gone back and they are crying because they never lived the full life. So don't come and be telling us about your religion. Keep that religion to yourself. Because the English people never used the religion on a faithful ground. They use it to deceive us and move us away for slave for 500 years. To build their own empire that everybody is now running to so that we can survive and keep you all alive. Without the diaspora, many of you will have died back home. Idiot. And you tell me, hey, shut up. You can't be talking like that. Without us, most of you would have been dead. They would have used you all for guinea pigs. Creating all kind of different fake proxies. And telling us, let's save Nigeria. You're going to save Nigeria. You're right, Simple Rahim. 1884. They knew well that it was not worth putting us together. Africa was a beautiful place with different indigenous people living side by side, no borders. You can travel from our own end to Ethiopia. It can take you some time, but you will arrive there safely until the infiltration of the West. And now you hold an American passport. It is more value than any of the 54 African countries. How? How? I'm asking you. How did that happen? And that is why I say not everything is the physical. We are fighting a spiritual battle. And some of us are ready for it. But your pastor are not ready for it because they are looking at the the coin of today. We are looking at the future where our name will be more remembered than your pastor, because your pastor name will be wiped off very soon because nobody will remember them, because when we are fighting for the true indigenous people to return back to where we are, your pastor was convincing other people against us. Your pastor names will be wiped off very soon. Emamo, Okudie. You will see. It's just a matter of time. That time is getting closer. They took us back for too long. We are now reviving our... revival. This is the true revival. Any other thing, just leave it. You can also communicate with the creator that you believe in. But because the world is full of evil, the globalists making life uncomfortable for billions of people around the world because of their own selfish interest. So báwo ni wọ́n ṣe fi ní understanding it? The same people that took us for 500 years slavery. So you now think that they love you overnight. You're an idiot. You must be idiot for you to think that because you live with them, they love you so much. They don't love us, but they have no choice. This is the time to take back what belongs to us. And it must be done while we are all still alive. We are not leaving it for the next generation to come and do it. That is why I say it's either we destroy everything that they enjoy on the other side so that we can all face the burden of it. Walk by humanity, and humanity means Yoruba nation, because we are peace-loving people. We are welcoming people. We can be very aggressive. We can be very tolerant, and we can also become very, very ready to fight it all the way through. And that is why I said, my brother Easy from Miami says I should always try to remind people we never met all those warriors. The warriors of our time, or the time then, the Obatalas, the this, the that. We appreciate their job. We appreciate the work done during their era. But the time that we are living today, it is Sunday Igboho that we know. You don't have to be comfortable with it. At least you can see the energy that we felt together yesterday. That is the one I know. The Obatalas, I never met them. Maybe from the spiritual realm, we can be seeing each other when they talk to us or however. But the one I can say physically that I eat with, I drink with, I can feel it, is Igboho. So we're going to be winding down very soon. It's not a very short one. I hope you will wake up from your slumber. I am not here to say don't attend your churches or your mosque. But what I'm saying is, if they are still defending Nigeria from the spiritual realm, there's nothing called Nigeria anymore. It is dead. Maybe there used to be, with the hope that we can live in harmony. Maybe we can live in a way that we will not cross the line against each other. But as I speak tonight, which is the 3rd day of the month of March, we have all crossed the line and there's no going back. If the line was not crossed, it could have been a different thing. But the line is already crossed, and that means that it is too late. It is just too late. It is too late to try or think or walk or do whatever you want to fix Nigeria. Are you serious? Our grandfathers tried to fix Nigeria. It was unfixable. The British kept their monarchy system intact and destroyed our own monarchy system. It's a deliberate act. Our kings were very strong and powerful until the European came in and diluted everything and destroyed it. They took what belongs to us which is our own oracle, and took that away and then make use of it for their own interest. We own the technology. We own the science. We own the everything. And they are now scared because it is turning around. The Biafra sunshine will rise. The Oduduwa sunshine will rise. The Arewa sunshine will rise. And we will now be the next future countries, just as America has been defending, but on a very biased way. Everybody knows that. And I'll leave it like that tonight. We will get to the promised land, but it will be on our own terms and condition, not on the European terms and condition anymore. When they were deliberating our future in 1884, we were not on that table. We will now decide the future. You might say, how is it going to happen? Many things will fight, from the spiritual and the physical, from the physical to the spiritual. They will come and defend us. They will protect us, just as some of you are trying to do whatever you can to bring us down. And it is so anti-military, it will come back to you all. But I can tell you, for every blessed day, we will survive your spiritual attack on us. She sent me the images. Very terrible. But she survived it. We are dealing with monsters around the world that do not want Yoruba people to leave the shit or country called Nigeria. But I want to if you want to Gbogbo Shale Yoruba if you want to. Good night.